Okay, guys, let's do part two of our thought form disorder. Thought form disorder. So please watch part one before you come to part two. This is gonna be very brief. So we did speak about derailment, circumstantiality, tangentiality, inappropriate response, and things like that. So there are also a few terminologies or terms that I want you guys also to know. There's something there's something called echolalia. Echolalia is a pathological repetition of what someone had said. Like for instance, someone who's got echolalia, you would say maybe to them, "What did you eat this morning?" Instead of answering you, they'll be like, "This morning, this morning, this morning." So they either repeat a phrase or they repeat the last word that you said or the last phrase that you said. They might say this morning, or morning, morning. So that's echolalia. And then there is neologism. Neologism is basically the person here is speaking words that do not form part of any language. The words that they are saying, it's like they have made up words. And also, so it can be someone who's making up words that are not known, or they might be using certain words to describe something different. It's like we might know a certain word for something that, like we might know a word or a phrase for a particular thing, but they are using that word or that phrase for something else. Like I said, they can make up words that do not really form part of any language. That's neologism. And then there is over inclusiveness. Over inclusiveness. So this is someone who, when you ask them a question, they answer you, but their answering is full of unnecessary details. Like for instance, you say to someone, "What did you eat this morning?" And then they start by saying, "When I woke up, I went to the fridge. I saw that the fridge was empty. So, and then I opened this other, there's this other cupboard. So I opened that, and then I saw that, okay, there was bread. And then I opened the drawer. I saw that, okay, the cooking oil was not in the place that I normally find it. Okay, so I took the cooking oil, and then I turned on the stove, and then I poured about two teaspoons of cooking oil, and then I looked for the salt. I couldn't find the salt, and then I looked for the salt, and then I eventually found it. And then I took 2 eggs from the cupboard there, and then after that I fried the eggs. And then after frying the eggs, and then I put, you see, the person is answering you, but there's a lot of unimportant information that they're giving you. That's over inclusiveness. Okay, there's also something called word salad. And then there's also perseveration. perseveration. So word salad is just words that are just being mixed up, like they are just like it's a salad of words. Nothing is making sense there. And then perseveration is someone who you ask them something. Let's say you ask them, what did you eat this morning? And then they say, maybe they say food. And then you ask them, and then how did you come here? Then they say food. And then, okay, how are you going to leave this place? Food. Why did you come here? Food. So they answer you using an answer of the previous question that you asked. Even though you keep changing the questions, but they still use the same answer that they gave you previously. The answer that they gave you previously might be correct, might not be correct. So that's perseveration. There's also something that they call verberation. So here they say with this one, the person is just repeating verbs or phrases, like they are also so it's just a meaningless repetition of specific phrases or words. They're just repeating. They are meaningless. They just keep repeating them. So I don't know if there's anything that I'm leaving behind. But so guys, please remember these. That's why I said, you know, psychiatry. There's a lot of English in psychiatry. There's a lot of definitions. You need to love definitions. You need to memorize definitions. You need to. So yeah, that's the sad part about psychiatry. So remember these words: echolalia, neologism, over-inclusiveness, word salad, perseveration, revication. They're also thought form disorders as well. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Meet you on the next chat.